all set up, and then right at the last minute I clicked the wrong screen, and now I'm frantically scrabbling. We're going to get there, honestly. It's been a bugger's rush again, but who am I kidding? Hopefully you can hear me. Everything's saying that my volume is fine, so I'm assuming that I'm fine. Yeah, we're going to get there. We're going to be all right. Welcome in to Space Saga, Socially, Jukester, to Ashra, to Tibbs, and to Ray, and everyone else that is in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, Alien Week starts today. It was a bit of a bugger's rush. I wasn't expecting it to be today, so I've gone straight from work. I have charged home in the car, staying below the speed limit in case the UK government is listening. Got to work and then, or got to home rather, set the stream up, and then I'm leaving this to go straight to meet some friends out for dinner this evening, some colleagues. So it's been a little bit fun. It's been a bit of a rush. Hello, Nero. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. So we're going to talk about Alien Week. We're going to talk about the ships that may or may not be coming today, specifically. But before we do, I just want to say one thing. It looks like we've gone into extended maintenance today, so it's about 5 hours. This should be due to finish as Alien Week starts, unsurprisingly. Hopefully the hotfix that is coming as part of this will fix some issues. So there we go. Hey, Blamsmith, good to see you. With any luck, it'll start to rectify some of the issues that we've been seeing in 4.1 and, fix stuff. That would be nice. People not being shard locked would be great. Inventories working, freight elevators, and everything else that we covered on the stream last week. By the way, if you're not familiar with those, 9 p.m. UK time every Sunday here live, unless I'm doing something else, talking to you, and videos, well, who knows when videos will be back. There's a whole other thing going, and we'll talk about that as well soon. Probably not today, though. So that's where we are. We are going to do the F5 Wars for Alien Week when it starts. But it's always worth, I think, just looking before we start at this. Here we go. The funding tracker then from Star Citizen. And this has on it, where we are at the moment, $1,017,890,000 and some change. Yeah, brutal. 6.5 million accounts. Doesn't necessarily mean individual people, but 6.5 million accounts. And that's where we are at the start of Alien Week. So we broke 1 billion a little while ago, and it has continued to climb at a frankly astounding rate. It was less than a month ago, about a month ago, that we were less than 1 billion. So it's been absolutely crazy. And there's a better way that I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. And that's this. 1 month alone, Star Citizen brought in 45 million. I remember the day before the Odin came in, we were down here somewhere, and I said I wasn't sure we were even going to make it to match May last year. Colossally wrong. Catastrophically wrong. Any other C words that I could throw in there? Confusingly wrong. We smashed it. So there we go. Okay. Yeah, exactly that, Rash. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. So a huge month off the back of the Odin and everything else. And now we're up to 5 million here. And I mean, the biggest time they had, so we're half of the biggest month. And we haven't even started Alien Week yet. It looks like Star Citizen sales are going through the roof, which is an interesting thing at the moment because the game is not in a great place. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. That's with everything else. We'll go back to the F5 Wars. To bring you completely up to speed, there are 2 ships at the moment that we know are coming with Alien Week. And it might not be tomorrow, it might be spaced out a little bit, but we'll see. The Gatak Raylan is coming to release. And the big news with the Gatak Raylan is, well, twofold, I suppose. The first is that its cargo has doubled from 320 to 640 SCU. And the second part is that those triangular cool cargo pods are no longer triangular cool cargo pods. You'll use the same cargo as before, the square SCU crates or the rectangular ones, depending on which ones you're loading, but they have triangular armor plates that kind of extend out over it to keep that iconic look from the original design. So there we go. Double Digital, it's live in exactly 51 minutes. Sorry, 51 minutes? 9 minutes, because we're at 16:51. So we're almost there, my friend. Just a couple minutes more. Is this money inflation going to drive the game for better times or just frustrating, new, stupid, expensive? or just frustrating new, stupid, expensive ship owners? As in stupid expensive, or the owners are stupid? I'm not sure what you're getting at there. And more negativity towards the game than ever. I don't think we're going to get back to negativity like we saw back in 318 and kind of pre the year of stability. It's rough at the moment. It's just not. What are we looking at? I don't think it's going to be that, is what I'm saying. So there we go. Massive increase in funding, a colossal mess in development, one of the worst patches in a year. Yeah, so this is the really interesting thing, right? Is we talked about this on Sunday. So these sorts of patches were not uncommon pre-years of stability. And I can't quite figure out whether it's that bad, because 318 was objectively worse. But 3 or 4.8, because things have been pretty damn stable over the last kind of 16 to 18 months, the fact that it's even remotely close to something like 318 just makes it feel so much worse, because we've gone from something that was relatively stable to something that is not just unstable, but massive key features broken, not working, not functioning as intended. And that's a bit of a problem. So there we go. Okay. Why does it start on one day? How many ships? How many days in an alien week? Yeah, good question, Arcade. Welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. It seems worse because we expect stability. A little bit of that, yeah, exactly. It got a lot better recently. Random mass patches is better than it being constant. I agree. It did get better. This is going to get worse. All I will say to warn people is it's not going to continue like this. Oh, sorry, it's not going to be the only time. It is going to continue like this. We are going to have times where they bring in a new system and it breaks stuff. And we'll have another patch where things are rough. That is just the fact that there are so many core underpinning systems missing. Things like Quanta, or what will be StarSim, Armor, all that sort of, kind of the underpinning. Planet Tech V5 may well break an awful lot of stuff. So, yeah. Although with Planet Tech V5, at least some of the older systems are still on V4, so they'll have the chance to bring it in, realise it's broken, and fix it, and we'll just stay out of the systems that it's using it on, or at least off those planets. So there we go. Unless they troll you and get in delay it. Chief, it wouldn't be the first time, mate, would it? We've had it a couple times where we're like, yeah, it's going to be 5 p.m, and then it's not. So we'll figure it out. Every so often I'll just mash the refresh button. It could well come later, but they seem to be doing pretty well at the moment, getting stuff out at 5 p.m. And now that I've said that, they definitely won't, because they love trolling me. So there you go. They do need to do more testing, though, before it drops to live. Absolutely. One of the problems we had with the latest patch was that Evo didn't get their hands on it at all. So, yes. There we go. It's been rough. And we covered this a lot in the last stream, and I don't want to keep covering it because this is focusing on Alien Week. But this is to completely accept game's in a rough spot. I know it is. I'm not playing it at the minute. I played some Tactical Strike Group stuff, just seeing as that's flashed up. But since 0.8.1, I have not played. Because you guys know I'm a hobby streamer. Okay, I'm a hobby content creator, more streamer. So at the moment, if it's that bad, if it's going to frustrate the crap out of me, I'll go and do something else. And that's probably not a bad place to start for everyone else as well. No Evo in last patch, and not in this patch either. Is this the full 0.8.2 Tibbs, or is this just a point patch? Or is this just a hotfix? Let's find out, shall we? Let's load it and find out. Which patch are we up to, do you reckon? If it asks me to log in, I'm not logging in. There we go. No, we're good. It is 4.8.2. It is 4.8.2. Okay. Yeah, in that case, exactly as I mentioned, as Double Digital said, this is requiring more testing. Hey, Lumber, is this the time for the Let's Put 4-star Citizen themed snubs in the Radian? No, it's not ever. It's never that time. It's never that time, remember, and you shut your filthy mouth. Life is too short to torture ourselves with a bad time. Exactly. 100%. The other ship that's coming, so we talked about the Raiden, the other ship that's coming appears to be some sort of carrier for multiple snubs. And one of the really interesting features of this seems to be something to do with gravity. Okay, we did speculate that the Raiden, the turrets were becoming oversized, and people thought that it might have something to do with snubs, because Jared said a while back, is it time to talk about snubs at Alien Week? And then decided not to. And people thought that the turrets might do something like detach. It sounds like that's now not the case, that it might be something different. So there we go. Have you seen the leaks on the other ship there? Yeah, that I have. I have seen these leaks. For people that want that sort of info, you can join the Discord. Links in the description below. And in there we have everything Star Citizen. There's a dedicated channel for the leaks and stuff. And that's where we go through things. We have community nights every Friday, 9 p.m. UK time, where we go and play games. If we're not playing Star Citizen, then we'll find something else to play. Or we'll just chill out in there, shoot the breeze, and have a beer or two. I am, just until I finish this on the no caffeine Coke, I am, however, parking one of these, because we're going out tonight. It's not out, but it is out. UK people will understand. If you don't, then ask someone who is. But yeah, I think shower cider when I'm getting ready for going out tonight is probably a good shout. You jinxed it. Sponsored by Coca-Cola. I wish. Save me a butt ton of money, Arcade. It really, really would. Are you out or are you out? Exactly that, Blam. Exactly that. So that's where we are. Lots of people in. Holy moly. We are moments away from Alien Week going live. Gattac Radian. And what appears to be a small carrier with a very, very interesting concept of how it stores the snubs. I don't want to reveal too much because it is a spoiler until it goes live, but it looks like it has something to do with gravity. And it sounds kind of cool. If the leaks are true, it sounds really, really cool. What about the rumour of an industrial variant, a snub carrier considered an industrial, or there are other ships not at the gates? Snub carriers can be anything, depending on the purpose of the snubs, right? It absolutely could be that. It could be industrial, no problem at all. Looks like patch notes are up. Yep, 4.8.2 is live in the launcher. It looks like the maintenance window has just finished. It literally went live a couple of minutes ago, it seems, so we don't know yet the stability. If you are struggling with Star Citizen, unfortunately, right now, I don't have an answer for you as to how bad it is in the game at the moment. All I know is that as 4.8.1, even with the hotfix, it's been a bloody mess. And it's okay to say that because that's exactly what it is. It's rough in there at the moment. System's not working like we would expect. Inventories, freight elevators, ships bricking, just the whole gamut, right? If you're interested, on Spectrum there is a post and they're talking about what they think they fixed, what they're tracking, and what they're hoping to get in very, very soon. It's probably the best repository for information at the minute. It's in general, 4.8.1 fixes, and there we go. Welcome into everyone else. There's a lot of people now viewing, so good to see you all. Fishhead Break Room, Power for Guegos, welcome in, buddy. Captain Trash Panda, would be cool if they could make the new ship a mining ship with 4 small pod ships with mining lasers, and then the large one can suck up the material. That'd be kind of cool. Anything like that from alien ships, but something a little less combat-y would be really, really nice. Chief Paranoid says, my rule of thumb is to wait 3 to 7 days and see what people say before I try. It leads to less frustration. Citizen Black, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Long time no see. Yeah, there we go. So, I'm just going to start with the F5 Wars. You guys feel free to click along. I'm really hoping this is going to go live at 5. Because if not, I mean, I've only got a little while. I've basically got about 45 minutes to an hour before I need to disappear off out. Your Raelians... Hang on, Wiggy, why is that plural? Wiggy, why is Raelians plural? What have you done? Wiggy, do we need to stage an intervention? Is that... Wiggy, stop buying ships. Stop it. Just stop it. Can we rent one for the Alien Week event? Good question, well asked. Well, hopefully when it goes up, it'll tell us, right? And we'll see. If not, I'm sure there are plenty of people kicking around that will be happy to show you one. Wiggy's got a bunch of them. If you're looking for people to go and have a try, Zabrak, you can by all means join the Discord. Links in the description below. You'll have to go under a couple of affiliate links, but it is in there. I promise. Go find that. Join the Discord. I'm sure someone in Discord will be more than happy to show you around or lend you one. I have 2 and another 2 backups just in case. Wiggy, stop it. Get some help. Okay, that's where we are. Stop buying ships. What is this heresy? I know, right? It's almost like I'm not shilling for them. Craziness. Do also have a ton of issues with 4.8.1, says Captain Trash Panda, and I have an Ironclad Assault, a couple of freight elevator issues, but between trading runs and salvage of the Reclaimer, I've had fun. Well, I'm really pleased you've had fun, and it's always nice to hear that people are not having a struggle, not struggling with it. But unfortunately, we've had people within the DGP org, shard locked, all the sorts of issues, inventory disappearing, ships getting bricked. We've had crafted items crafted and then not crafted anymore, so they have no crafted stats. They're like factory bought ones. It's been a mess, and I don't mind saying it. All I will say on that is that, they will fix it again, it will break again, and that's what's going to happen. Having bought the Ironclad Assault, I don't want to spend money on another ship right now, but the new hauler looks dope. I'm buying, don't care, says Daytrader. Ocean 911, welcome in. Daytrader, good to see you. So that's it. Hey, look, one of the things, there's a lot of people in here, so I'm going to guess some people are new. Welcome in, first of all, good to see you. Psychic, good to see you. Mate, we are waiting. The page has not updated yet. As soon as I know, you guys will know. But at the moment, this is what we're staring at. And it's 3 minutes late. It got upgraded to a large hangar, did it, the Raylan? Good. So the Raylan, if you have the Raylan, Max, I understand that it is in your hangar right now. The patch has literally just launched, so you can go and fly it. We just don't know how much it is because stuff hasn't updated. I made over 80 mil playing in 4.81.1. Bought a Passes last night. There were frustrations, but I worked around them, says Charles. That's great news. Soriak, welcome in. Good to see you, buddy. Parker XGPS. I've already said hello, but hello again, because I got halfway through that, and, well, now you get another one. So there you go. So, yeah, and that's where we are. For those that don't know, that we got 124 up now. Guys, I'm going to admit to you, right, the thumbnail was based on the fact that they should have gone live at 5, because that's every time anything goes live in this game. It goes live at 5 p.m, okay, in terms of events and stuff. That has not happened. I don't have the details for you. As soon as it does, we will talk about it. You are in the right place. Don't go anywhere. But yeah, it's been a bit whirlwind this evening. If I've seen Manic, it's probably because I am. So there we go. But for those new people that are in, something you should know about me is I don't tell you what to do with money. I don't do buyer's guides. Okay? Not my job. Just because I've got a camera and a microphone does not qualify me to tell you what to do with your money. I will talk about my stuff. I'll talk about nice ways to maybe pick up CCUs. But I do not tell you what to do with money. And if there are affiliates with the channel, of which there are 2, it is only on a couple of conditions. One, I think there's a genuine benefit to you guys. Not just because it's, there will be no Raid Shadow Legends on this channel ever, for example. And the other one is that they give me free reign to say exactly what I want. If they can agree to those 2 things, as in offer a product to you guys that's really good, and let me say what I want about it, I will consider it as an affiliate link. If they don't, it doesn't happen. So that's that. Yeah. So there we go. So the patch, I think, has got... So we've got the link up. Okay, so you can download it now. 4.8.2 is there. So it is still under maintenance. It hasn't even gone live yet. Well, that explains then why it hasn't gone live on the page. Because it's still busted. Welcome to Star Citizen. If you're new here, this is what Star Citizen is like all the goddamn time. Leaving people like me sat here in front of you guys feeling massively silly and my arse flapping in the breeze. That's not an image you wanted, but you have that now. You're welcome. I understand if that's too disgusting and you want to leave. I'm right there. So yeah. This is my first Alien Week. Is there an IE style in-game convention, or is it only on the website? So, day trading, not quite sure. I'm expecting it to be just on the website, because I think that's normally what happens. Can you rent? Can you do that sort of stuff? Not really. We haven't done previously, unless they do something dramatically different this time. But if they did do something different, we would have expected, I think, to see some sort of test, like Evocati, some sort of just see if we can break it before it actually goes to the live servers. We haven't seen that, so I wouldn't expect it. Interesting. Strawman says, if you go to the shop page, the writing has been edited to say hauler and carrier flyable. Interesting. Very interesting. So there we go. What are we saying about... Right, let's go to the ship matrix very, very quickly. Is the carrier on the ship matrix now? Go right to the end where the new ships are. No. So it's not there yet. But the Raylan... Does it have the price on it? It might have the price on it. Sometimes they update it in parts and... No. Nope. Pics are out of the new ship. Someone, fire them to me in Discord. We shall have a look. I want to see Elevator Week, says Drew. Yeah, that's it. So I promise we're going to keep smashing the F5 button until CIG either give us Alien Week or I need to go because I'm due out for a meal with colleagues this evening. So yeah, that's where we are. I mean, this is it. Right now, what we should be doing is we should be looking at the Gatak Raylan, and we should be looking at what, by all accounts, seems to be a new snub carrier, also alien. And, well, yeah. I guess the one thing we can do is talk about the Raylan and the cargo increase. So, we went from 320 to 640. I might be back in a bit. Chip Paranoid, no problems at all, mate. We'll see you shortly. LTI my elevators. Oh, God. Yeah. The amount of insurance claims. We'll see. But let's have a quick look at the ship matrix, because it'll explain where I think we're going to go with the Raylan. So I think the Raylan is going to go pretty high up in the list. And here's why. Just from a sheer economic standpoint, haulers of similar cargo would need to be priced similarly as well, right? Just for things to start making sense. Everyone following me? Which means that if you look at the other haulers of roughly the same amount of cargo, you might get some sort of indication as to, how much expensive something's going to be. So, given the fact that the Raylan has been updated here to 640, it's sitting somewhere between, and these aren't haulers so we can't compare, it's sitting right below the Hercules. It's about 56 SCU less, right? That's where we are. Okay, going this way, yep, you're looking at the Caterpillar, which is about 300, 330, I think. So yeah, price-wise, with alien ships, there are certain, what players call taxes attached to ships. So you'll get fighter tax, or you'll get the rule of cool tax, or you'll get alien tax is one of them. So alien ships, if you get an alien ship and a non-alien ship, and they are roughly equal, the alien ship tends to cost more. Okay, it's why the Prowler, for example, is a $440 ship, and it doesn't seem to match that at all in capacity. It's a combat ship, it's a drop ship, and it's an alien ship. 3 taxes applied on top makes it massively expensive. Okay, so what we can look at here with the Raylan, okay, over here, is the Hercules is about $400. Now, it's slightly under in SCU, but it is an alien ship. So it looks like it's going to be somewhere in the 400. I said on Sunday, 375 to 425 was my guess, was the release today. So there we go. Pics in chat, rumours, and Discord. Okay. Holy moly. I thought that was the... Is that the snub? Wait, what? That's the Raylan, isn't it? No, it's not the Raylan. Interesting. No, that's got to be the Raylan, surely. Not sure. I'm not sure about that one. Rash has sent me some stuff. I think that's the Raylan without cargo, boys. Okay. All right. I'll show you. Yep. Stand by. I got you. I got you, fam. This. So this is the image that I've just been sent. Now I don't know what this is. Okay, it kind of looks like the Raylan, but it also kind of looks. This doesn't look right. So is this the cargo not attached, or is this the snub? Here's another image of the same thing. Because a lot of this is looking very Raylan-esque, and the fact that it's got shaders, I wonder whether someone's just flown it with the Raylan. I don't know. This is interesting. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this. Somebody help me. I don't know. Basically, what we understand from the rumours is that the new carrier, the gravity in the carrier bay is weird, so that you'll land on the walls and on the ceiling. Right? I know it sounds like I'm making this up. It feels like I'm making this up because thanks to Star Citizen, there's actually no page yet. Okay, we'll white knuckle this. We'll just white knuckle it all the way through. It'll be fine. What could possibly go wrong? But that's where we are. So that's what it looks like at the moment. I am well behind on chat. I'm sorry. This is the carrier variant. Okay, so people are telling me it's the carrier variant. Welcome in to everyone that's in chat. There's no way I can catch up with you saying hello now, but welcome anyway. So this is the carrier variant. It looks like this opens up to have an air shield at the back, and you can land and actually walk between the walls and all that sort of stuff. That's what it looks like. 4 snubs held. I would imagine potentially no dedicated snub at the minute. They'll ship maybe with Furies or Pitbulls or something like that as a deal on top of the base package. But there we go. So this is what we see at the minute. Okay, so we've got this image here. We've got this one here, and there is one more that I've been sent. Thank you, Rash, for sorting this out for me, buddy. There is one more image, so stand by. It's this, and this looks like it with the back door open. I know that sounds rude. I'm not trying to be. That's just what it is. Lol. So, oh no, this is the front. Sorry, this is the front. So that's the bridge section. This is it pointing front, because you've not... No, it is the back. Oh my god. Brain is not braining. Right. Look at the wings. This is the thruster section. What threw me there is it looked like the turrets were facing rear. So these are the thrusters. This is the back of those wings. So the doors open up. You fly in there, and then the rumour is that you can land on any of those surfaces because the gravity's kind of weird. Right? So that's where we are at the moment. That's what this is. What are people's thoughts on that? Hope it fits an MPUV tractor. I don't know. Looking at that, I reckon he would. I reckon it might be snug, but I reckon it would fit. Okay. That's the back. I came to announce the Galaxy ship the same way I announced the Mark 22 last time. Welcome in, Cheese, and Spicy, and Snipey, and Monstar. Monstar, good to see you, bud. Shady Face, hello, mate, good to see you. John Chavez, there you go. Will it have more beds? That's a good question. Having enough beds for both the crew and everything else is really, really important. Okay, so this is what we're looking at the moment. Apologies, I'm just flicking through using the keyboard. There's that with the rear door shut. That's facing away from us. You can see from the thrusters. There's the side-on view. Turrets again, weapon systems above and below that really beautiful kind of lots of visibility bridge. This is interesting back here with the kind of shiny blue stuff. Might just be a paint choice, but there we go. Does it still have the tractor? Unknown at this point. The minute it change over, we'll find out. Okay. There we go. Okay, and that's the back. For those that are just tuning in, because we're up to 163 people in chat now, this looks to be the Gatak Raylan variant, okay, or Raylan variant. where this back section of the ship opens up and you actually land snubs on the floor, walls, and ceiling. There's something to do with the gravity. That is the rumour. We haven't had that confirmed yet because Star Citizen, God bless them, haven't yet, or CIG have not yet, given us the Alien Week page. So I apologise if you've been debated by the thumbnail. My understanding, because it happens this way every single time, other than today, is they go live at 4 p.m. UTC, which is 5 p.m. UK time, which was 16 minutes ago. So I apologise for debating you in, but as long as this changes over in the next 45 minutes, we'll have a quick chat about it. After that, I am going to have to go. I am due somewhere else. So we'll see. Stephen, hello, buddy. Good to see you. Welcome in, my friend. Yeah. So there we go. 12 p.m. over there. Yeah, it's that. So I guess we're just going to sit here and spam F5, and as it's not coming up, we'll go back to these images. So this is another variant, cheese. So this is a Gattac Raylan variant. You can see there's no cargo area. Okay, and from the back here, this is how it opens up into the hangar. So there we go. Thank you very much, Josh Panda. Appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I'm realizing that I'm getting lots of pictures and stuff. Ooh, there's a video. Oh, oh my! I don't know what I'm looking at there. Let's have a look. I'm just going to share because I'll get shouted at. I don't know. This is apparently inside the hangar, although I can't guess the angle. Is that an air shield? Is that what that is? It is the carrier variant, Lady Ouroboros. Yeah, exactly. And I tell you what, you asked about tractor beam. You see this bit here? That looks like a tractor beam head. The lights, if I just zoom in a little bit, see what you guys think. But the way that is, it kind of looks like it might be a tractor beam head, but then again, maybe not. That's the middle of the door. Okay, so it just looks kind of pretty. Max, we believe it. Well, so here's the thing. I'm not sure if the variant will be released today. It would be if you go with other Alien Weeks, but then again, we've had no information on it. So I wonder whether they're going to kind of do it next week as a closing thing with like a video to go with it. It's just odd that they would choose to release this that we know nothing about with no supporting video versus, you know, the Raylan, which we knew stuff about because it's been in concept for a good old while. So that's where we are at the minute. We are not sure at the moment when this is coming. Based on that, I'm sure it will come today. Maybe we'll get a video as a surprise, but, you know, we'll figure it out. So there we go. Straight to flyable. Yeah, it will be a straight to flyable ship. They absolutely announced that the Odin was the last concept ship. This will be straight to flyable. So that's kind of exciting, right? As I said on the shop page, it says Fly Now Gattac introduces its first snub carrier. So it's a snub carrier. So there we go. Dr. Gankenstein, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you. Glad you've got your audio sorted. Will the variant cost more so you can upgrade? Good question. Good question. They've been kind of clever with this in the past with ships that are very, very similar and doing upgrades. They kind of sit in the same area so that war bonds can't really be done that way, but we'll see. So that's that. And then we have, I guess we'll come back to this. I have one other image, or it's not even an image. Bear with me. I'm hoping this isn't a naughty video. That's just got this on the front. Let's have a look. Open link in. Let's do that. Oh, I didn't want to. Oh, okay, I've downloaded something great. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna do this. I don't know what the source is for this. Just bear in mind. But this looks to be. Okay, so this is the Raylan. You can tell by the back end. So this is Raylan, not carrier. Do you think there's a new snub to go with it? That would be interesting, Jambo, wouldn't it? Maybe that's what people were saying as the Bano Cello. If we like the sounds. It's very different, isn't it? Very, very different. It's not my footage, this is a video that I've been sent. Source from Arena Commander tips. Thank you very much. Missile straight out the front there, like out of its forehead almost. That was a bit weird. Oh, thank you, lady. Yeah. Bano Cello is the instrument for the subscribers. There you go. That visibility is great. We like that a lot. Very, very pretty. Not sure, Blazon, so this isn't me at the moment. This is just a video that's come out from Arena Commander. My understanding is that now that the patch has gone live, if you own the Raylan, it's there to fly in Arena Commander. We don't yet have information about the variant, which is a snub carrier. It does move well, doesn't it? So there we go. That's that. Raylan's looking really good. I love it. And the interior, I think this is the better lighting state. Certainly looks like it, right? Compared to what we had before. Still kind of dark, but that. What size guns? It'll tell us on the other page. Someone will be able to answer that in chat. Yeah. PU maintenance. Yeah, so they've been working on the maintenance. It should have, my understanding is it should have finished by now. But it's clearly still ongoing. So there's part of, this is the variant now that we're looking at. This isn't the Raylan itself. The back end is very clearly different. Side view, that's the rear view with the doors open for the snubs. 4 size 4s. Thank you, Hansy. I appreciate that, mate. This appears to be the inside of the back doors with an air shield. So we'd open the doors but still be able to stand in there and breathe. And yeah, it's just... How much of the pledge store? Not been updated yet, Moa. This is what we're looking at. So again, apologies. We're up to 180 people in here now. My apologies. This was supposed to go live at 1700 UK time. It has not yet. The PU is still showing maintenance. Okay, under maintenance. So obviously they've overrun. 4.8.2 is live to download, but this was due to be finished, and it's not. So yeah. That's where we go. As soon as this changes over, as long as that happens in the next 35 minutes, we will talk about it. I do need to be gone at some point this evening, but welcome in all. Good to see you. There's obviously lots of new people. My name's Badgers, proprietor of Jinkers with Gaming Problems. I'm an ex-Royal Navy officer, so I talk about the game when I'm actually making videos, which I'm not at the moment, from a military slant. My aim is to be as honest with you guys as I can be. I enjoy Star Citizen as much as most of you. This is all a hobby for me, so welcome in. Good to see you. And then sometimes I just have to do this. I just have to ad-lib stuff, because CIG stitched me up by not giving us the Alien Week stuff. When is this supposed to happen? Just, well, welcome, Trash Panda. Good to see you, mate, and salute to my friend. Skull Armor, welcome in. And everyone else that I haven't said hello to. It is normally my thing to say hello to everyone who chats. However, there's 184 of you now, and yeah, it's going to take weeks just to do that. So there we go. Loadmaster, hello, buddy. Server status will roll out longer, I'm sure. Better believe that store page will work. You're not wrong. I guess. I mean, should we go to the shop page and see what happens? Has it appeared here, do you think? No. Still M80 staff. Ships. Standalone ships and vehicles? What do you reckon? Nope. Nope, 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 nope. So sad face. The guess for the Raelians itself. Update on the page, is it? Wait, what? Which one? Which one? Oh, on the ship's page itself. I'm with you. Yeah. So this is where we are, with our ass hanging in the breeze, waiting for Alien Week to drop. And well, yeah, this is going well. It did say, didn't it? Am I going nuts? Comlinks, it's today. It's Wednesday. There's a couple of things dropping today. We have, bear with me. Here we go. Wednesday. It's Wednesday. I'm not going mad. Alien Week 2026. We're staring at it. We are staring at it. And when they do events like IAE or, DefenceCon, ILW, whatever you want to call it this year, it happens at 4 p.m. UK time or 4 p.m. UTC, which is 5 p.m. at the moment because, plus hour and stuff. But it says there, Wednesday, Alien Week. And then it's Tech Talk tomorrow, which makes me wonder whether or not the variant is going to be released next week. Because why wouldn't you talk about the new ship with the shiny stuff? Why would you just sit here and do this? I don't know. Is it because the time in the US went forwards? No. So we've had the summertime kind of change, and we've had the summertime change. It didn't affect DefenceCon. That's what's really weird about this. So yeah, so I charged home from work. Definitely didn't break the speed limit at any point at all. I don't have two old ladies and a lollipop lady wrapped around my front bumper right now, which I'll go and sort out in just a moment. In order to do this, only to find CIG stitch us up. Welcome to Star Citizen. This is what it's like all the goddamn time. Mark Excellent, you are correct, sir. That's where we are. It's in 8 hours' time, says Hansi. That would be cruel. Does it say? Here we go. The celebration begins as Alien Week kicks off. Gather your friends, Suli, members of a Banu guild, Xi'an family, and allies from across the stars as we celebrate alongside our alien neighbours. That. But it says Wednesday. Wednesday, same day. Even says Wednesday there. Maybe they broke it. Maybe it's proper busted and they can't get it into the PU and they're like hold, and it's not going to happen. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to have to make an apology because I debated you with the thumbnail and that wasn't fair. I just assumed things would run smoothly, and that was my mistake. Oh dear. Well, I tell you what then. In that case. Just because it's going like this, I'm not going to survive the rest of this stream sober, making random apologies. So, cheers, everyone. Happy Alien Week. That hasn't actually happened yet. Appreciate it all. Yes, there we go. Nova, I think basically as long as I'm not, kind of cornering on two wheels, I'm under the speed limit as far as I'm concerned. And I argue with the police every time they stop me. There we go. CIG miffed the hackers. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. So that's where we are. So I definitely wasn't going nuts. It was due to go live today. I'm sure what's going to happen is I'm going to go off. I'm going to have a meal with friends. I'm going to go get a little bit squiffy, and then it's going to go live. And I'm not going to stream because people don't need to see me squiffy streaming this stuff. It's not good. Just ask the guys in the Discord. They'll tell you about what I'm like on a Friday night community ups when I've been drinking a bit. It gets out of hand. If you want to join, you know where the link to Discord is. I don't need to tell you. Yeah. There we go. I do have update. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not going to do it right now because of that. Yes, we need squiffy badges. You don't need squiffy badges. I don't pick. Look, everyone says they need squiffy badges until they meet squiffy badges, and then it all goes horribly wrong. So let's not do that. Let's not. But yeah, there we go. So I guess just while we're here, what else do we talk about? I have affiliate links, but I feel like if I tell you that, and I start talking about them, I feel like I feel like I'm shilling. And I don't want to be shilling. So the Raylan is in... My understanding is PU is still down for maintenance. But it's in Arena Commander if you want to use it. So if you want to give it a go in Arena Commander, my understanding is that you can go and use it in Arena Commander. Not talking about the World Cup. Absolutely not, no. Absolutely not. What role do you think is going to be added next week? Oh, good question. Well asked. I don't know. I wouldn't like to guess. I've been in a dodgy place for my guesses. I did some really good guesses recently, but then I had an absolute clanger last year when I was like, nah, Knicks won't be in 2026. Or 2025, rather. I went into CitizenCon going, no way, no way. So I've got to eat a sock at some point. I've agreed with Widget. I said I would eat something inappropriate. He decided that meant sock. I thought more like edible underwear. So at some point there will be a stream of me eating some edible underwear. And this is why Squiffy is bad, because I was drunk when I had that conversation. See what you're getting yourselves into? It's great, because now I've started talking about that, the viewer numbers are dropping. Because the thought of me eating edible underwear is understandably fucking repulsive. So, there we go. Welcome in. It's chaos here. It's partly chaos because I'm chaotic. It's mainly chaos because CIG, as yet, still seem to be presiding over an absolute dumpster fire. They've broken the game. Yeah. So yeah, still under maintenance. Let's update and let's just see what happens. I mean, or do we? I mean, I kind of don't want to, right? Because just in case. Is it free fly time? Good question. We will find all these things out when CIG, I'm just going to sit here and, angrily smack the refresh button because it's been naughty. See, this is what happens when I start drinking. Yeah, no eating ASMR. No, absolutely not. That showbiz baby, says Drew. Mate, you're not wrong, my friend. Absolutely that. Is there not edible socks? Stephen, if you can find them, mate, brother, I will take that. I will take that as a win. I haven't found them, though. The closest I could think was like a cookie shaped like a sock, but then that just seemed like a cop-out, right? It's just, then you're just eating cookies. The minute you have like 2 bites, it's no longer sock-shaped, and it's like, ASMR, please. No, nobody needs Badger's ASMR. Nobody needs it. Okay? If you update, you will get Alien Week. Yeah. All right, Hansi. Let's do that then. Let's see. Let's do this update. I'll put it on this screen. Update. It's gonna throw a fit. I know it is. Yeah. So there we go. I know you shouldn't have those updatey things on. I get it, 100%. It's only on there because it was the only way I could get a game to work, bizarrely. It was like the fix. You're like, you are taking the mick. Like that. Ta-da. Yeah. Well, let's go back across to this anyway, because the minute I do that, CRG will update the page, and then I'll have to go back, won't they? He says, angrily stabbing F5 yet again. Ladies and gents, I'm really sorry. I was hoping we'd have a little bit more for you than this. I tell you what, let's call this up again. Let's have another look at the video of the Gattac Raylan with all the very, very cool sounds, and we'll go from there. And we can have that on in the background while we chat about stuff. But this is the Gattac Raylan, not the sister ship. You can see from the back end the way it's lined out. This is the Raylan. Cool noises. This is from Arena Commander. It seems like some people are already in and mucking around with their ship. Very, very pretty. Noises are great, right? SCU now 640. Doubled. There we go. And if you already own this, if you have if you have the ship and you've applied the CCU or you bought it, that. Okay. Do you swap the Hermes for this? This is big compared to the Hermes. This is significantly bigger. Over double, right? And that is a lot of agility, you're right. Very good looking ship. Kind of crazy. Oh, you're sitting in it already. Interesting. Is that in PU or in Arena Commander, Ashra? Everyone who got the Raylan at concept for $200 should celebrate. Yeah, it's going to go up. We reckon it's going to be around, or I reckon, sorry, given the cargo capacity next to the C2 plus the alien tax that we always pay for alien ships, I would say somewhere between 375 and 425. Because it's slightly under the C2, which puts it in that band, but also with the alien tax it could put it over, right? We'll see. Because the other thing to bear in mind is obviously the C2 can carry tongs. This thing can. So yeah. The Stinger now has 2.7 SCU of quantum instead of quantanium instead of 1.3. Nice. Between C2 and M2, you reckon, Ashra? Interesting. My question is, the Raylan's faster the Hull than the Hull B, ... Yeah. It's very maneuverable, but then again, there is this kind of, you know, thing of new ships being particularly effective and then they get dropped back. And this is the interior, and the interior is cool. I do kind of like that. That's something else, right? You can play right now, by the way, says Hamza. Good. There we go. Kind of sad they launched the Stinger with no gold pass. Yeah, it's a thing. But there we go. Right, let's get rid of that and let's have a quick look at. Just once again, we'll cycle through. This is the variant now that we're looking at with the hanger attached on the back end. Okay, as in by attached. That's the hanger on the back end, right? So you can see it doesn't have the kind of upward sloping rear end that the Gattac has, plus the flatter or more steep section with all the SCUs on it. That is not present on this. So this is definitely different. If you remain unconvinced, let me convince you with the next shot. Here you go. Okay, so that here, you can just see, okay, is the back door open. That's what she said. Okay, and then inside is the hanger. Now, our understanding is 4 snubs. 4 snubs can land in this thing because the gravity in the back is weird. So you walk on the floor, the walls, and the ceiling, and that's how they're fitting them. So you can land around, and then God knows how you end up on your feet and the centre bit. I have no idea. But that is the rumour. Not confirmed. That is the rumour coming out of leaks and everything else. Let's see. I'm just going to grab this from here, and I'm going to get this out of the way. This is all on our Discord. I'm reading nothing that you can't see already if you want to go and have a look. But this is the information that we have about this thing. Let's have a look. So the Gattac, it's Tyilui. I have no idea. The Tylui, I don't know. Takes innovation to the next level with Gattac's most ambitious ship yet. In addition to hosting several turrets, the mini carrier's rear-facing hangar, that's what we're looking at right now, is capable of storing multiple snub ships, providing greater operational flexibility in combat scenarios and beyond. So that's what we have at the moment, and that's what we think, okay? And then it says this. So Max Crew 4, apparently, again, all rumours, guys. This is all rumours. Walk on walls and sail through the multi-directional low-gravity hangar in Gattac's first carrier craft. A never-before-seen Xi'an's design incorporating zero-gravity technology, allowing crews to glide through the hangar and walk on walls. 4 pads adorn each wall of the hangar. Wow, so it's actually more than 4. It's more like 8. And then if you're counting everything as a wall, like it could be up to 12. Oh, sorry, it could be up to 16 if you count floor, ceiling and floor as well. While the large cargo hold stores the resources needed to keep them flying, fueled, and armed. Interesting. So yeah. So expect it to be bundled when it is sold. Expect it to be bundled with something. Oh, no, Rash, I'm not sharing that. You're a monster. Rash. So that's what we think at the moment. Okay. Do you think the Pisces fix? Yeah, I would guess so. I would guess so. That would be my guess. The pick of the door with the air shield, there's 2 pads visible top left and top right of the image. This one here. What is the use of hauling snubs around? So it's in effect, it's a light carrier. Okay, lots of ships. So obviously because snubs, no quantum drive, that sort of stuff, they themselves can't get to a location. This would be really good actually for attacking a base. Right? You don't need really big ships to do that. You need lots of ships to kind of surround it and chase stuff down. So there we go. Yeah. It's up on the store, is it? Interesting. So we're finally there. Well done. Thank you for spotting that, guys. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. It's not on here, but it is on the store. Let's go to the store. Go, go, go. Everyone's going. Wow. Here we go then. Raylan 432. Toloi 462. Everything is loading up with bonus items and everything else. So, the pages aren't up yet. But that's where we are. These are obviously including tax. So, there's a little bit more added on. Okay, I wonder whether in a moment we go to the upgrades and figure it out. But the page is finally updated. We're there. 42 minutes later. Again, my apologies to you all sincerely for saying Alien Week was live. And getting on 15 minutes before it did and then finding out that it didn't. But that's where we are at the moment. We are there now. Okay, so I'm just going to have a quick look. Yeah. It's on the upgrades too, is it? Interesting. Let's go to that then. My hangar. Ship upgrades. Let's take a quick look. It's Toloi, that's what I'm going to call it. 425, Raylan 400. So whoever asked, yes, absolutely, you can go up. 385 War Bond, $40 saving. Not too bad. You're talking 10% there or thereabouts. And then all the way down again. Raylan, War Bond, again another $40 saving. So not bad at all. Okay. So, without sales tax, $400 standard, $360 War Bond for the Raylan, $425 standard without tax for the Toloi, $385 War Bond for the Toloi. Interesting. We still don't have the page up at the moment, but the store page is updated, so we're expecting it momentarily. I don't have long left, guys, so we will talk about it at some point. That's where we go. For those that have the CCU up to the Raylan, you've saved a decent amount of money. My congratulations. What I recommend is every so often on Spectrum, they release news of war bonds. This is the last time you can get a ship at this price. It's going to go up after this sale. It happened to IAE last year. They did the Raft, they did the Hull B, they did the Raylan, and there was one other, and I can't remember what that is off the top of my head. Right? Oh, might have been the Ironclad. So that's where we go. Cheese. So they are exactly so they look exactly the same. The Gatak and the Toloi are variants. Gatak, sole hauler. Toloi has a snub hanger on the back. Gatak, the Raylan is 400. Toloi is 425. Sorry, 425. The paints are up as well. Okay, let's have a look then. Is it free flight? We don't have that information at the minute. I'm not sure. I can't remember with Alien Week. We did just have one with DefenseCon, and I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of hoping that that's where it stays, because the free fly during DefenseCon was a car crash, and I'd rather... That's that. A small one, I'm not aware. All I knew was there were 2 alien ships coming up. There is a video on YouTube. Thank you very much for the heads up. Stand by. I'll go and load that now. Let's go find it. Six minutes. Let's do this. Well, that's cool.
Tilui is a new ship from Gatak Industries.
Tilui.
It is our first dedicated alien snub fighter carrier.
Okay, one on
We
each
have
wall.
two categories within our snub division of ships. We have snub fighters and snub crafts. This is really designed for the former, the snub fighters. And they need a carrier because they don't have quantum drive. So they
As we
have
said.
a very limited range and require a larger ship to get them where the action is. And whilst the Tilui may visually share some elements with the Raylan, it is a new ship chassis.
The real noticeable change on the rear of the vehicle is the large hangar door. And that really reveals the large hangar opening, which also has an air shield across the rear.
So, let's just go back to that very quickly. So what have we got here? So oh, interesting. So the walls, 1, 2, and then the mirror being close, right? And then you've got cargo on the floor and the ceiling. That's a nice touch.
Which also has an air shield across the rear.
Maybe not the Pisces then. I don't think you'll get the Pisces in this.
The Tilui has the same armament as the Raylan, plus 2 additional top and bottom rear-facing remote turrets.
The Tilui holds 4 snubs in its rear section, as well as 96 SU of cargo space.
No slouch, no
The purpose
success.
of this cargo is to enable players to use the rearm, repair, refuel mechanics. So there's somewhere for the RMC if you're repairing your hull, for the hydrogen fuel if you're refueling,
I think as you look
for
at
the
that,
missiles if you're restocking.
if you look at that space, I'm just going to take us back a second. If you look at this when it rolls, yeah. Oh, God, it's really hard to see when it's stationary, but that looks like to be the pad because you've got the pad up here with the purple outline. This bit here looks like it's either an access way. So unless you can kind of straddle that, I don't think something like a Pisces is going to fit. I've got to walk back on that.
Or for the ammunition if you're reloading your guns.
It's a very different environment to what we're used to on a lot of our human manufactured ships.
The Xi'an are the masters of sort of gravity and magnets, so the rear section of the Tilui is its centerpiece. Not only does it hold the 4 snub bays, it does it in a sort of 360-degree environment, allowing you to sort of get in.
I like
and you
that
can
a lot.
walk the whole way around the interior of the ship to get to your landing pad.
That's freaky.
We're using the actual anti-gravity technology on that, so you can walk
Possibly.
on the walls.
Socially, yeah.
But those walls actually floor.
The impact is pretty instant. There's no real sense of up and down.
You can go for a jog all the way around it. It's just a really incredible tech.
It's a really fun space to play in.
As you leave the hangar through one of the exits on either side, you walk through a little ready room for your snub fighter pilots. These are small, almost cave-like little corridors that allow you to transition from that intense.
I do love this motif. I know it's useless, right? I do love this motif up here of like the caves, like the flowers, the underground vegetation, or just vegetation. It looks underground to me, I guess, because it's mushrooms. I love that though. I think that's a really nice. Again, it's take it or leave it, right? But that's kind of cool.
Experience of flying a snub fighter into the calm and into the safety of the rest of the ship.
Yeah, spicy. They
And
said
then once you get back into the main elevator shaft,
they said they're 2
you're
different
back into kind
chassis,
of like the shared
and
hangar area
I
that
wondered
you
if
used
that
to
was going to be
operate
the case. Yeah, apparently it is.
The whole rec room, which is just like a huge space, really high ceilings. These massive, imposing arches on either side that frame the whole space.
It feels like a fancy Turkish restaurant for me. Yeah, a bit Grand Bazaar vibes. And the overall art language is like kind of Art Deco / Alien. And I like to use in the organic materials like actual alien
Page
rock
up on the homepage, thank you,
walls,
Nero.
which feels nice, more architectural masterpiece.
The turret access rooms, there's one on either side of the ship, and they feel really interesting. They've got a little more than a typical turret access might have. I like to call it the turret reception just because it feels like you go in with an appointment to see the turret, and there's this really nice window that gives you a nice view of the side of the ship, and there's like a nice bench in front of it to sit and look out. You have some escape pods in there as well. The whole room came together feeling really kind of cozy and interesting.
The TLOE is for anyone that wants to be in the fight, but wants to play in more of a support role.
Very happy with the ship. I think we've really sort of pushed the boat out, especially with the interior section at the rear. You don't have that particularly large firepower, but enough of it is an annoyance to distract other players and allow other people in your fleet to help do the objectives.
It's about supporting your snub fighters and causing as much kind of chaos on the battlefield as you can. It's almost like a swarm of angry wasps that can go in and attack. Or if you've really annoyed people a bit too much, they can get back in and you can just jump away to safety.
You know we need an alien snub fighter now, right?
Yeah, it has crossed my mind. Yeah.
What was that last bit he just said?
Wasps that can go in and attack. Or
what was that last bit you just said?
Really annoy people a bit too much, they can get back in and you can just jump away to safety.
Just in
You know
case
we
you
need an alien snub fighter now, right?
Yeah, it has crossed my mind. Yeah.
One of the things that our players are especially fond of doing with the new ship is playing a good old game of what fits. It almost always goes way beyond anything that we expect.
Try it at your own risk.
Have a reclaimer claw go into the rear of this. It's going to look like a proctology exam.
I just, yeah.
That's an official request.
So there you go. That's that. I'm going to jump across here. We're going to go load up the page very, very quickly. I don't have long left with you guys. I'm really sorry. If CIG had kept their end of the bargain and launched this at the correct time, that would have been fun, wouldn't it? Let's whistle through this, ladies and gents. I'm going to go through as quickly as I can. So this is the Alien Week page itself. Okay, new paints available here. What does it say? First contact, blah, 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 blah. Lore. There's a community contest. Great. Limited Arena Commander Rewards. For the toughest fighters who can stand their ground over 25 intense rounds, there are a rare opportunity awaits. Oh, that's the right to pledge for the Asperia Glaive, and that's been around for a while. Okay. The Raylan and the Toloi, they are different hulls. It's a shame that paints can't go across both. I get you guys. I'm never like that. But there you go. That's where we are. We have some alien packs and stuff as well. So very, very quickly. Ooh, the Banu's there. Is the Banu a war bond? The Banu is a war bond, boys and girls. Just so you're aware, let's have a quick look. Upgrade to the Stinger. 290 down from 315. And then the Merchantman. 600 down from 650. There you go. It's so a couple more war bonds in there as well. I'm sure that is going to drive sales no end. Very, very quickly, let's have a quick look at the Raylan. Good looking ships. I've got to say, I like the Raylan. I like the Gatak stuff. It's notably different. I'm not sure I like the kind of anti-grav landing gear, but everything else on it is very, very cool. There we go. Missiles, turrets, and pilot guns protect a hauler's interests wherever they roam. Dispatch thieves and stay in control of a well-oiled Xi'an machine. Fortified cargo, which are those sliding triangular plates on the back there that you can see. So as they attach them, there's a really good video with the one that came out last week of those triangular plates sliding into a place. For the paints, factory standard's actually quite nice. Agapanthea, black with dark gold highlights. The Ching for CIG, come on, play the game. How is this not the concierge paint? How is not the concierge paint the Cha-Ching? Like what? CIG, come on. But that, okay, so that's not Malachitus. Okay, the green kind of one. Uam Choi. I don't know what I'm saying. Someone's going to help. There we go. That's that. Okay, and that's Chairman's Club, so that's the gold one. And then the Insularis. Interesting. So this paint, available individually or included with select Warbond pledges. So this one isn't going to be around forever. So if the Insularis is something that stands out to you, you want to grab hold of it. Crew for 2 size 4 manned turrets, 2 remote turrets with tractor beam, missiles, size 2s and size 1s. There you go. That's that. Okay, and then the Hauler Duo. Ugh, some of these packs, man. Standalone ships, blah, blah, blah. Hauler Duos, paints, all the paints down there. So the Insularis, the one that's limited time, is down there for $15 or so. That is the Gatak Raiden. And we've already seen the Warbond stuff here as well. We're now going to have a look at the other ship. Which, are you going to let me go back? No? Ugh, sorry. I don't know why that wasn't letting me go back. I guess it's opened another window. The Toloi. Let's have a look. Or whatever it's called. Okay, so this is the anti-grav. Oh my god, that hurts my brain, that bit. So this is the anti-grav hangar. Okay, so this is a pathway around. You can, or the other side, you can run around that. Air shield out, 4 snubs, 2 on each wall. And then cargo on the top and the bottom for 96 SCU. And it looks like... Oh, look. I was right. Cargo pod. Cargo beam. Tractor beam, rather. Called it. Nice. So 4 snubs. We're talking Furies that they showed. They also showed the Pitbull. So it's going to be those ships in there. They've got extra turrets. That's the sleeping chamber. What else have we got in here? Whatever that is, I don't know. And this is part of my problem with it, is sometimes I look at it and I can't even make out what I'm looking at. We've got the alien beds. We've got, this is the entrance lobby thing from the hangar. Some cool wall art that I quite like the look of. This is the feeding bit for the Xi'an. Mess hall. And the bridge. And then the paints, I would imagine, very much the same. Agapanthea, Qing, and then this one we didn't have, the Tatomade. So dark grey with maroon iridescent pattern. The Umchoi, again, there's concierge paint, and the Insularis, only available for a limited time. So if you like that, there's that. Probably Wolf too. Well, they did show at the back, they showed in that video the Wolf and it was bouncing off the walls. Maybe they need to drop the fin from the bottom. But there we go. Okay, so that's that. Again, 2 size 4 manned, 2 size 3 remotes, 1 remote turret with tactical beam. There's your utility mount, so that's confirmed. Again, for crew, it doesn't look like they have beds for the snub fighters, which is interesting. I guess we'll find out that out a little bit later. I don't know. There just doesn't seem to be as much details in here. Where's the cutaway? Where's the internal stuff? It's not... It feels rushed. Not to be negative. Like, I like the look of the ships. I really like this one's, the Toloi's kind of idea. I think that's a very interesting idea. But it does feel rushed. And there's not much I can say about that in those terms, right? It is what it is. And it does feel rushed because there's nowhere near enough information to decide. This is straight to flyable, though. There are no concept ships anymore past the Odin. The only concept ships left are those that have not yet been brought. They will not be selling anymore, which is kind of important. So lots of packs and that. Yep, they are doing the packs with the Furies. Okay, both Warbond and non-Warbond. There we go. Snub carrier doesn't seem very useful. No ramp. So this is going to be interesting from the point of view of... I think this is going to work well as, say, a ship that helps attack bases. Yep, because snubs versus players. You know, you take the armament of something like a Fury, take the armament of something like Pitbull. Against players, you're going to do very, very well. It also will help you to swarm and overwhelm larger ships. Yeah, not the really big stuff, but when you can stay out of the arcs and still do some damage with the smaller snub-sized weapons, I think that'll work. The rest of it, though, it is a niche use case, for sure. It's not going to be a general purpose ship, I don't think. I think people are going to use it a lot for the anti-grav stuff in the back, and the fact that you can run around the floor, up the wall, and round the ceiling like a hamster wheel, as someone's already described it. There's that. Don't buy the variant until you see it in game, since the price will not change. I could come broke like the Ironclad. Exactly. You guys do what you're going to do with money. I'm not going to steer you one way or the other with that. As I've said before, I don't tell you what to do with money. Just because I've got a mic and a camera doesn't qualify me to tell you what to do with money. All I would say is, if it doesn't work, or if it breaks, or if they change it later on down the line, to, I don't know, lesser cargo or something like that, if that would change your mind about having the ship, maybe don't grab it. So I'll tell you not to spend money. That's fine, because that's easy. And that doesn't hurt anyone. But there we go. Bearing in mind those war bonds are on there. Okay, so the war bonds obviously will be limited time, having said that. Seriously, I can see many bugs. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's that. As for the rest of it, it doesn't look like there is much else going on with Alien Week. No free fly, which I have to say I am kind of pleased about. But it's probably worth mentioning that, as with so much stuff in Star Citizen, actually very little of it is on sale all of the time. So it's worth pointing out here that there are things like paints that aren't on sale all the time. The Harmony paints, the Acellus paint isn't. I got mine for my Prowler, and Prowler Utility. It's gorgeous. But it's not available all the time. And then you'll have ships as well. I'm just going to click through. Have we got... more of the alien ships should be on sale. Am I going nuts? Where's the rest of the alien... So the alien ships will be on sale. Normally you just get a carousel with them all on. But now it's just paint. So I guess... Oh, here we go. I knew it was there somewhere. So... a lot of these things not on sale permanently. In fact, I think most of them aren't on sale permanently. They are only on sale in certain times, and this will normally be Alien Week and IAE. So if you're after these, there are limited times to get them, but you don't have to be in a rush. They're not, like, going anywhere, right? Bounty Merchantman, down to 600 from 650. All of the other ships in here. Prowler Utility. Prowler Utility, one of my surprise ships of 2025. I think I really, really enjoy it. Raiden, Santoku, Stinger, down to 290 from 315. So again, a little bit of money off if that's what you're looking to do. Okay, and they also have war bond upgrades as well, as you can see further up here. Okay, but those are your ships available. And then, as well as the new ships, we also have war bond upgrades to both the Bounty Merchantman and the Asperia Stinger. There we are. That's where we are. That's Alien Week. Ladies and gents, it's been an absolute pleasure. We're down to 92 now. We've halved the stream. I guess me talking about me eating edible underwear was a bit of a turn-off, right? And I get it. I'm with you. I understand. That's where we are with Alien Week. Lots of stuff going on. We'll talk about it in more depth once we've had a chance to have a look at Sunday livestream, 9 PM UK time. As for now, I need to go and get myself out because I'm going to go meet some colleagues for some food and drink. It's been lovely to see you all. You've been watching Drinkers with Gaming Problems. Thank you very much for stopping by. I'll see you soon.